Welcome back to O'Connor Park, Tullamore, and welcome back to the second half. Galway playing against a very strong breeze in this second half, which has just started. Alan Nolan coming out with it. The referee has blown his whistle and he's given 2-1. Seems to be the story. Somehow Dublin have stepped up a gear. To be honest, I haven't seen them play so well in such a long time. And when it's 1 against 1, and one happens to be Joe Canning, and the other is Mickey Carton, it's going to be interesting. Oh, my word! What a goal! What a fantastic goal! And then this is so unnecessary and destroys the skill that we just saw. It was incredible skill by Joe Canning. And then tempers have become frayed. We have 5 yellow cards for Galway, 1 for Dublin in the first half. And I think Brian Gavin is going to have to take some sort of sterner action.
What I seen there, Marty, I mean, Joe Canning got a great goal. He let a bit of a lep out of him, and to me, Alan Nolan just came back in and crashed him straight to the ground. To me, you know, the goal was scored. I don't know why he done it. You can see Joe there. He rounds Michael Carton. He gets away from him, and I mean, in fairness to him, he had a bit of work to do. Top class finish, knocks it into the back of the net, and you'll see Joe here. He just makes it come on, a great goal. I think it was Alan Nolan that came in and just crashed straight into him. And again, I think the umpires would have had full view of it, so you might see it here again in the replay now.
It's a yellow card as well. But really, 2 yellows, I've been told. And it kind of put a sour taste after a wonderful piece of skill.
Yeah, fantastic goal.
(4-13 to 7 points). When you think of the performances in the Allianz League and Dublin desperately unlucky to lose to Cork in the league semi-final, and Galway are a bit of a mixed bag, and look what we have here. It's Galway looking so sharp. Carl Mannion. He's Dillon, who's come on for Datsy O'Callaghan at half-time. Still Eamon Dillon, getting it into the centre. Queuing and calling for it is Paul Ryan, and that is dropping over the crossbar.
Into this game.
Great block down by Aidan Hart to the far side as well. Ryan of the wire, just inside the Galway 65-metre line. Puts that over the bar for his first point. And so, the journey back begins. In comes Dillon, chasing after this. The goalkeeper is off his line. And Colm Callanan, coolness personified. Seeks and finds Irla Tanyan. Mannion and Canning are up front, and it's Joe Canning, and it's the back of the net. 1-2, how are you? It's Joe Canning. No wonder you can afford a smile. 50-50 ball, long delivery, this time against the wind. Up goes Big Joe, then smacks it past Alan Nolan.
Yeah, you know, that's where they missed the Peter Kelly effect. You know, they don't have a big man on the edge of the square. Joe Canning had drifted in behind Michael Carton, or Chris Crummy. And
referee blows his whistle. It's a free in. Going for the goal, but David Collins.
They're probably unbeatable.
Paul Ryan with the 65, and that's going to raise 7 times in this replay. 5 of them from frees, as you can see. And he wisely and easily takes for Dublin. This was a chance here. Look at the goal line save.
Michael Carton, I think, got back on the line. Wonderful save.
Paul Ryan with the free and the point. What? Coming off. I have to say that Cathal Mannion and Jason Flynn seem to be improving. Throw everything into the attack with about 18 minutes left. Paul Ryan takes the 65 and puts it between the posts for his 5th point. He ball gives you a chance. Joe Canning winning a ball that possibly he shouldn't have. Pádraig Breheny sprays it across. Lovely stick work by Carl Mannion. He's going to make it 3 goals and 2 points for Carl Mannion. But it's the stick work, it's the vision. Brilliant.
Absolutely outstanding. A great catch there by Jonathan Glenn, and you know, it looked like Chris Crummy had won the ball, but Joe, and look at that for a touch. I mean, just a player at the absolute top of his game. 1 touch, bang over the bar. Fabulous score.
Going back is Johnny Cohen. Referee didn't like the challenge. He's taking out his notebook yet again. Work rate and an abundance of skill that we all knew they had, and they certainly delivered today. Man, that has gone horribly wrong. Simon Lambert. Quick hand pass, whereas Eamon Dillon, who's performed well and deservedly, gets his point. Good score by the St. Finbarr's man.
Yeah, he's done well since he came on, Marty. You know, he's won a good bit of ball there off Earl Tanyan. He's troubling him with his movement over and back, and I think that's something that you need to do with Earl, because if you stand beside him, he'll clean you off, you know.
Puck out from Callanan was interrupted and intercepted, and there's a chance here for Boland, who flicks it in, and the referee again blows the whistle. 6 goal. 6 Galway men along the goal line, facing 1 Dublin. His name is Paul Ryan. Lifts it the slither a little bit too high. We've been talking about in Galway, it's there, they have a squad.
Absolutely, they have a squad, and it's great to be able to bring on a player of the calibre of Fergal Moore there onto the pitch now. And as I said, Pádraig Mannion has had a really good 57 minutes again for Galway.
Galway go back into counter-attack mode, and that's a simple point. Paul Mannion knocking it outside, and Pádraig Breheny getting the point. Dublin under 21 squad as well, like indeed Cian Boland is now on here playing in O'Connor Park. Joe Canning and Carl Mannion. Little combination between them, and it is beautiful to watch. 3 goals and 3 points for Carl Mannion.
He's had a phenomenal evening in the Galway jersey, you know. I mean, he's just been unbelievable. Everything he's hit today, his positioning, his touch, everything.
I think a little bit fancy, Joe, but Chris Crummy intercepted well. There's a chance indeed for this man who played well the other evening in Parnell Park, Cian Boland, and that's over the bar. He's one of those under 21 stars. Remember the name, you're going to hear a lot about him in the future. Good hurler, played midfield on Tuesday. He's now on the half-forward line.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Cian Boland and Eamon Dillon and Paul Ryan have all made contributions in this second half to them. So, you know, while Dublin will be despondent, they'll...
McCaffrey from Eamon Dillon. Dillon is available. Who's really played well, Eamon Dillon, I have to say. Here comes Liam Rush. Dublin so badly need a goal, and they will have to be compensated with the point by the Dublin captain, Liam Rush.
Yeah, it's probably something that Dublin lack, Marty. You know, they just don't get enough goals in matches. You know, all of the good top-class teams, they all have a prolific goal scorer. And, you know, Dublin generally, they struggle now. They've missed the 2 penalties today, but in general, they're struggling to hit 2 or 3 goals in a match, and they pay a heavy price for it, I feel.
And they're getting an awful lot of points. In the league, it was an average of 25 points. That's a sweet ball from Jonathan Glenn to Joe Canning. He's on 2-2, and that is across the face of the goal and wide. He'll be disappointed, but he still played really well. He's coming on for Andrew Smith. Davy from Mullia. Quick hands, oh, great goal. Good thinking. Colm Callanan is finally beaten with a very good score for Dublin.
Eamon Dillon.
Eamon Dillon is the man.
Great goal, Marty. In fairness, great thinking there by Paul Ryan. You know, the Dublin defence did switch off. He's seen the chance. He flashed the ball across to Eamon Dillon, and he struck a great goal. You know, that's fantastic. That's 1-1 for Eamon Dillon in that second half. And as I said, he has been a handful there for Earl Tanyan with his movement in that second half.
5-8 in this Leinster Championship replay. Pass to Cian O'Callaghan. Good ball up for Aidan Hart. His biggest problem was that Brian Gavin got in the way. Comes outside for us, Joe Canning, and that's over the bar. He now has a personal tally of 2-3. As the Galway full forward line continue to mount up scores. 5-19 to 118. We're into injury time. Cian Boland has gone on a lot of balls since being introduced. Cross is not a great one. Iarla Tanyan intercepts easily. Hard-working Fergal Moore is involved, and it's Galway build from the back in total control. This replay. Chris Crumming over for Cian Boland. One thing on his mind, goal, well saved. Not once, but twice and 3 times. Brilliant goalkeeping, brilliant defending by Galway. And in some ways, it epitomises the spirit. No wonder Colin Callanan gives John Hanbury a big hug